We are live. Okay. Nerd Z, is you ready?
Yes.
Del Pesh, is you ready?
Always ready.
Okay. In a world where the Ontario government is like, okay, sun is out, vaccines are coming in. Don't look at the numbers. Let's just, let's keep going. Let's, get up. Okay, you guys can open up patios. Come on. Yeah, patios. Yep. Let's go. Oh, I see you guys ready. Oh, small business. Oh, you're ready to start too. I know. Let's go. Let's go. Let's open up. Let's open up. Okay, let's just open the windows. Everything is gonna be great. Everything is opening up. We're gonna, the summer is gonna be great after sweep the leg. This is the vent. I'm your host, Jamie Hunter, aka Jay Hunterville. We got the nerd Z here.
Hey.
We got Del Pesh here.
What's going on?
And as you may know from last week, we are back on lockdown and
We are in the extreme zone, I call it. Stay-at-home order.
another stay-at-home order for I guess a month, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, which will most likely be extended.
I think so too.
It's getting hot. We had a nice week when it comes to weather.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting to a point that people are starting to think to themselves, man, bun a lockdown. We're gonna have to get these parties off. But how you guys doing? How are you guys surviving this lockdown that is a lockdown, but it doesn't feel like a lockdown because this whole year we're on lockdown?
This
How you
year
guys
and some
doing?
change, where we have the record for the longest lockdown.
Mm-hmm. In comparison to the rest of the countries in
That's
the
an
world.
award I don't want to accept. But here we are, guys. I mean,
Right.
some
Sometimes
BS.
yeah. Sometimes it doesn't even feel like a lockdown. It feels like it's normal now. Oh, wear a mask.
Normal.
Well, it's getting normal. It's getting normal to wear a mask now. Like,
Normal. It's never normal.
in my whip, you know how much mask I have that I have to alternate from just in case.
Mass swag is a thing, though.
Mind you, it was always a thing. It just came to Canada.
It just came
Yeah.
to everywhere else. Yeah.
There's a lot of people that had opportunities to sell masks and anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so it go. But this year we have been starting this little thing. Well, I could say from 2020. From when we were in the studio, we've been having this thing. It's the COVID update. And we're currently in the zone, gray zone. Okay. Now the one thing on the news today is Ontario hospitals to ramp down elective surgeries as COVID-19 cases surge. So basically, according to a tweet by Anthony Dale of I don't know what OHA is, but I guess Ontario Health Association. Effective April 12th. Yeah, I guess, for 200. Effective April 12th, hospitals have been directed to ramp down all elective surgeries and non-urgent activities. A major redeployment of staff and resources is required to provide care for a large wave of COVID patients requiring hospitalization. So all y'all tummy tuck ladies and people and men that want to get a tummy tuck, I'm joking. But yeah.
It's kind of threw me off a little bit.
It's true. They're no longer considered. You gotta wait.
No more cosmetic surgery, they call it. Yeah.
Yes.
Well.
And serious surgeries such as
Yeah. It has to be health implications.
Yeah.
It's so weird. And I don't want to be that conspiracy guy.
Oh, well.
But Toronto, Ontario, you're making me feel this way. You guys are. I don't want to, I'm not going to because it's important. I had it and I felt it and I know what it feels like.
Mhm.
But you guys are pushing me. You guys are
Whoa. Okay.
you guys are pushing me, yo. You know what I mean? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. You guys are making it sound like first you're on lockdown and then you're like now on lockdown and then non-emergency surgeries. Why? Because maybe it's a lot to pay on healthcare.
Oh, you went at that level. Okay. I was trying to see where you're going with that, but
You know what
okay.
I mean?
Thought of it like that.
Because a lot of things is a money thing, you know.
That's
And
true.
this is what happens when you have people on lockdown and they have time to sit down and think.
Okay.
I'm not these anti-masker guys that want to run on and say free. I just want to go nuts and block off roads and whatever.
You will
know what I
not
mean?
catch
'Cause
our co-host in the midst of downtown.
people are actually dying from it. I
Yeah.
felt it, and that was not a good feeling. And it's scary when you don't know, when you can't taste anything. It's not normal, right? So, but I like when things like this happen, it just makes me feel like it's not even like this is now becoming a joke thing.
Like how's being handled, basically.
Yeah,
How's being
like they don't know. It just sounds like it's trial and error. And then finding out that when you hear they say that it's a certain amount of cases, it doesn't mean it's all positive cases.
Oh.
I found that out. I may be wrong. Don't fact check me or whatever. But
Disclaimer.
when you hear it says like 3,000 cases, right? Basically, if someone had COVID and like walked past you, like a neighbor or someone just walked past by the sidewalk, you're considered a case. So you can determine how serious that is to people or whatever. Who am I to say? Because people are dying from it. But the number can go up easy. Someone can say, you know what? I have COVID, but I'm going to take the young and spadina line. If I'm saying it right. You know what I mean? If I'm not
like, wait, so okay.
I
take
get
the
what
U
you're
line.
saying. I get what you're saying.
And
It's
now,
like
wait, go ahead, Zing. Go ahead. Yeah.
So yeah.
No, I was about to say, like, just to clarify. So you're saying that at no point in the statement does it say positive, first off.
No.
We're just saying cases, period. So this could be the actual sum of
Positive and not positive.
Okay.
Sum of, yeah, positive or not positive. Individuals. Just imagine if when they say the cases, these are all positive people, but it's the amount of positive cases that are actually now coming in and out of homes every time the lockdown is like lifted or not. So it's like, oh, when it's down, only 2,000 of the positive cases are out. When it's like lifted, oh, now we have 6,000 because all 6,000 people who were positive at one point are outside.
They're outside, yeah.
Yeah.
Like today was 4,456 cases today. So
this can be like a freaking, if people were really sick, they can do like lottery off of numbers. Bets off cases. You know what I mean?
This is a good idea.
Which means I should have won twice because I told you guys we were gonna hit 2,700 that week, and we did.
But it's stupid. Like this numbers thing. It's like you told us that we're allowed to go to dining patios and stuff and do stuff, and now you're saying to lock it down again. Can you imagine the person that got hired that day to work and then
to not
laid
be
off?
Can you even get on EI? Yeah.
Which has happened numerous of times. I know somebody that experienced that. They were hired for a new job, and then literally they were told, "Oh, sorry, we actually can't have you come in because of the new closures."
Wow. Were they able to apply for EI or
no? Because you didn't work.
So So
and then you have to work. And the thing about you have to work a certain amount of hours to
I was
get
about to,
EI.
I was about to ask that, yeah.
It could be different now.
And
I don't know. I don't know how it is now. It could be different, but I know you have to work a certain amount of hours.
Oh, okay. So they weren't even like they were still out before. So they freshly got in.
They had gone through the interview process. They were
They're probably
ready.
doing
They had their
orientation.
date to start. Yep, had their orientation, and then their first day to come in and work.
And there's like, yeah, about that. You kind of need to go home. No, it's not you. It's not you. It's just everything going on and everything.
Yeah, the closure.
But yeah, they do the shoulder touch. Hold on, what's the shoulder touch? Hold on. They do the
The elbow.
and then the evil shoulder touch they do. Yeah, there. All right, you scram. Get out of here.
It's like I wish I can help, but this is just COVID.
That's what I was like. Quick sidebar. This is the worst thing to do to a person. Never do that.
And that's the problem.
Never do that, man.
And that's the thing, because it's one of those things. It's kind of like I just feel like it's just. I feel like a year from now, when everything I just want to see what happens. Like,
damn, another year?
After. No, not another year. But like when COVID is stopped, and then we go back into the files and see how crazy we were, or how right they were.
Oh yeah, it could go either way.
Or it'll just be hidden. It just disappear. Let's not talk about COVID.
The COVIDian times.
That would be very weird. Let's say a year from now. So what are we? April 11th. So April 11th, 2022. They get a grip on it, and then they just move on. And then when
they don't go back.
They don't act
they
like
consider it a pandemic, and they didn't go back to finish.
So what happened back there?
Yeah, let's do a little recap. Oh, a lot of money just gone to serve. What so hold on. Wait, people in prison were getting served? Like how
you know what this is like the Great Depression.
You know what's gonna happen? It's gonna be a lot of people that were they're gonna be like, this is your fault. How did you not see this? It was a pandemic. Yeah. What do you want me to do? And then it's just gonna be that type of thing. It's gonna be a crazy rebuild, or they're already rebuild. They're just like going with the punches right now.
You guys seen that quote unquote leaked list of what's to come? It's a green.
Oh, from the city.
Yeah, it's a green. It looks like one of those. What do they call it? Not infomercials. Plans. Yeah. So basically, we're in the period now where it's harsher lockdown again, and then by June, it'll be from April to June. So things may be there may be some light at the tunnel around May, but apparently, according to this chart that got leaked, it's going to be locked down throughout June, and at the same time, there's going to be supply chain problems around every store you could think of. Listen, you know what?
I've been looking for I went to Walmart.
Let me be a producer. Hold on, I'm gonna pull the picture up.
I went to a Walmart, bro, and
got it.
I was looking for a lot not like a laxative, but like a stomach settler.
A what?
A stomach settler, like a Pepto Bismol or whatever. The whole aisle was wiped, bro, wiped, and I'm like, this is Walmart. How is this happening?
And then when did this happen? Like you said recently too, right?
This is recently. And then I did Walmart pickup, and I waited for like an hour and a half, 2 hours for them to come outside. They're afraid to come out because I think they're afraid they might get attacked or something.
People were extra angry. People were extra angry.
People are big mad. But I don't know when it's going to get to a point where people are going to snap out of it. And I don't not snap out of it, but just be like, I am tired. I'm tired.
I mean, we're seeing crumbs of it already. I mean, you think there's gonna be more? Like there's gonna be more people just be like, you know what? COVID schmovid. I'm out here.
People are already doing that. This is what the anti-maskers are doing. Did you even know that some parts of, I think it was Peel, there are stores that are open that are dedicated to anti-masking.
Oh.
They serve people without a mask. They do it like it's regular times.
That's interesting. Okay.
And And then it's because these people said, I have the right, subsection C, D, something subsection states that I don't have to do what you tell me.
That's wild. That's okay, let me show you the picture. Hold on.
And I mean, that is there for a good reason. It is to protect the civilians, because you have to remember, at one point in time, slavery was a law.
And it still is, according to the 13th Amendment, if you go to jail, which is actually low-key evil. If you go to jail, you're technically a slave, literally on paper.
But hey, I'm gonna say, for me, when it comes to wearing a mask and when it comes to certain things, I don't think about the conspiracies. I just think about the consideration. That's it. Like, you know, there's people that have weak immune systems. You know what I mean? The same way I be courteous and like, if you know, like it's just certain things you just do. Like, I'm being considerate. Like, it's like covering your mouth when you sneeze. You know what I mean? Like,
people are still not doing that, but sadly,
wash your hands after you use the washroom. You know what I mean? Like, it's considered.
People aren't doing that either. Yeah, people are not doing that either. And we're in COVID times, man. We got the 19 on us and everything.
It's COVID, and it's when COVID just started to say wash your hands. People said wash your hands.
Yo,
as they're washing their hands, said 20 seconds. 20 seconds. It's kind of a long time, don't you think? I mean, kill the germs, but hey, like, genocide of bacteria, man.
Genocide. I can't stand you.
Now, like, this picture,
I am not washing my hands because there's healthy germs. I'm joking. Sorry, continue.
Some people think like that, yeah. But according to this leaked picture, which I put in quotes, we're in this part now. So, enhanced lockdown, whatever. What's coming up is UBI transition, which is called CERB, because CERB could be looked at as universal basic income. While that's happening, supply chain breakdown, and apparently martial law. So I'm just going to close the screen. Let's go switch back to the screen. So yeah,
see, I will tell you the truth, when it comes to this, I see it. It sounds like it makes sense, but the only timeline I believe is the Bible, because God is home soon. Yeah, like I don't know.
I know the last day, like I know the last day, I believe it was the Wednesday before the extreme zone we're in right now, stay-at-home order. Yo, them lines are like more ugly than any creature you can imagine.
As soon as you found out, everybody said, okay, let's go to the grocery. Like, for me, when I heard it, they were like, okay, let's go to the grocery and get what we need. And then they're saying, oh, only essential aisles are going to be open. What is considered essential? Mans can't get no drawers.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah.
That's essential.
Those don't seem to be essential.
You will be naked out here.
You can't get nothing because gift bags. Nope, that's not essential. But I want seasoning. I say it's essential. I said that's not essential. But I needed to cook. I said it's not essential.
You don't need flavor.
You don't need flavor. You just need something to consume. Nothing else.
Because you know that's not an indicator or not of whether you have COVID. Like,
imagine cooking chicken with just nothing on it. Not even salt.
So upset.
Like, you just eat the chicken with nothing. Oh.
Let me go to Walmart and they see the international hour closed and I can't get my Ovaltine cookies and thing and tell me it's non-essential. We gonna fight. You know what I mean? Milo's non-essential. What?
My tea?
My one tea? Condensed milk is not essential. Well, according to... But shut up!
So people are going to be out here walking around looking dusty or naked.
Wow.
They can't say anything because they couldn't get a new wardrobe. Now they got holes because all the moth, been eating away at their clothes. And
the moth has been eating away at their clothes.
And wow. You're thinking the plague, wow. But you're thinking the plague. You're reading too much Bible. I'm joking. You're reading the plague. She's reading the Bible. She said the moth, the locust. Holy. But
That's how they
Tell you the
have
truth,
people out here.
I think the barbershops need to be essential because a lot of these people are getting exposed. Hairlines are being exposed.
The lack of
hair growth is being exposed. Some women baby hairs, edges, and not getting laid.
They sure aren't. They're not getting. No, some of them are laying them.
I'm joking. I'm talking nonsense, guys. I am talking nonsense.
No,
Don't mind me.
No, but some of those baby hairs are being laid. There's some maintenance there. But other than that, like everyone's getting their Fu Manchu on. Everyone's getting their scruff on. Like you heard me. You heard me.
Grizzly.
Fu Manchu.
There are some barbers that are taking things, but I'm not gonna incriminate them.
Yeah.
You know, everybody has to get it the way they get it somehow, and understandably so. But
like I said before, I was traveling in a downtown area. Keyword, I said in a downtown area. Not I could be in any city. And I look saw someone just straight up working.
Some of these mans don't business. I'm cutting hair, do you hear me? I am cutting my hair.
Z,
you go tell a Jamaican how to not. This is how I provide my food. I am not.
Z, we're talking about a gym where like there's windows open. You can see the equipment and everything, and someone with no F's given, just working
just
out,
lining up,
or at the barbershop, just straight up. I'm telling you, I see some stuff out there.
But it's facts. You can't. But what are people gonna turn around and say? Like, I kid you not, as some people say, they don't get their hair done and they start looking like a whole beast or a creature.
I didn't say creature or beast.
I'm saying. Some people say that they look like a whole creature, like when they don't get a lineup, when they don't get their hair done, everything. So you come to work after all this with all these restrictions. You can't get new clothes, can't update your wardrobe. So you're just out here just looking dusty. And then you're looking like a creature. You're looking like a homeless person.
Ordering takeout.
You may not be.
Paying double.
I think
but
I do think COVID is letting people understand their flaws or understand the things that they have in their life. You know what I mean? Like some people, like your hair is growing. Like you just have to learn to live with the fact that your beard doesn't connect all the time, or sometimes your hair looks good in this way and not this way. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to learn to accept that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And besides, who's really watching you when you're wearing a mask?
No, there's some watchers though.
No, me, you always times I left my house, didn't do nothing to my head. Currently, even now, and I just wear the mask. I'm like, nobody knows me. I'm just doing my thing. No one knows it's me. I'm just going to get my stuff and I'm coming out. I'm not talking to anybody. I'm not doing anything. Who business?
You know the new mask.
People at work.
You know the new mass flirtation thing now is like if you're talking to who you're attracted to, right? I've seen this is before the big lockdown. I had a woman that she took her mask down just to flash her mouth. It felt kind of weird. Like it was like,
the mouth.
Oh, she flashed her mouth.
You guys are wild.
And she took her mask and put it back up. I was like, oh, okay.
You know what?
But it's a flirt thing now.
It's just COVID. Guys,
Z, don't look at me like that.
Listen to me. It's COVID. No time to chop gal or do anything until masks come off like Melina in Mortal Kombat.
This is like ankle showing. A little bit of ankle.
But Z, I'll get into my conspiracy, but maybe another show. But I'll talk about off camera. Someone achieved something that they dreamed of doing to the whole world. Yeah.
Facts.
They achieved
it. This is facts. Woo! This is a whole law that people were turning around and say was impressive.
Like you made fun of our culture. Well, you're copying our culture now. Now you're living in our culture now.
Hey, what do I know about that? But
also, what's the conclusion to this Corona Weekly? Conclusion, I don't know, people going to the stores and walking out empty-handed, which apparently happened.
I'm gonna say this: when you guys go to the store, make sure you know what you're getting.
But thank you. Say it again. Say it again.
You know again, because this is not the time to lounge in a store,
buddy. Dog, you know people are lounging in a store, yo?
If you want to go walk around, the weather's nice. Walk on the sidewalk. Walk in a park.
That's what I'm saying. Walk in a park.
Do not be coming in the store and not knowing what you're gonna get. Yo, don't go through every aisle if you don't have to.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
this is how we control the spread, guys.
Yo,
don't
Pastor James is preaching right now. Like,
don't pick up something and put it down.
Window shopping.
That's how you bring the spread.
Yo, the amount of people that are window shopping Wednesday is like, what? What are you doing?
If you go to the store and you're buying fruits and veggies, you pick up, you buy. Hurry up and buy.
Hurry up. I've been, and Wednesday at the job, I'm just looking at people going like, hurry up and buy. Like, when you stop asking me questions, I don't.
You touch, you buy.
You touch it, you buy. Just get.
Don't do that now. Don't do that. Mm-mm.
I don't care if the food is not ripe. I don't care if the apple has the brown spot. You're yamming that. It's COVID.
See, and this is going to contribute to the dustiness of people. I tell
you. Y'all taking the vaccine, but don't want to eat the brown part of a banana. Listen, priorities, guys.
How dare you?
Priorities. Or yamming all different type of bananas, but that's near here or there. On a side note.
On this, I gotta get the laugh out. Hold on before we introduce this segment. That line's always classic. Like you'll take a whole vaccine, but you won't eat the brown part of the banana. You're just wasting bananas out here. Just wasting fruit. Like,
I get it. That could be a banana bread. I get it, but still.
That's what I'm saying. People don't know.
Listen, I throw out the whole banana when I see a brown spot because I don't know where it starts or ends. I'm throwing that whole thing away.
What? Oh! So you're yelling at yourself, basically. You basically you ranted to yourself.
That's why I don't yam. That's why man don't yam bananas. This is why I don't yam bananas, bro.
You put it in your smoothie. Make banana bread. Come on now.
Oh, man.
You out here making the whole crucifixion, and
bananas are overrated. Overrated.
Or cut the brown piece off and just eat the rest.
Right?
Or I'm good.
Wow.
But
this guy actually wow. Okay.
On a sad note, unfortunately, which I hate to say, like DMX passed away.
Yeah.
DMX. First, this is what I don't like about social media, yo. Y'all killing people way before their time. Like y'all,
it's weird. There was a sense of like, okay, let me say RIP first. Let me be the one to say.
Why do you want to say RIP first? Like,
weirdo.
What do you get? Like
Lunel, you know better than that. I'm looking at the camera. Lunel, you know better than that.
No, I'm not. It's not even that. Like, I'm just more like
the one Lunel did is like wild. Like
it's like it's just hard to see sometimes. You know what I mean? Like you're hurting about it, and then it's like, oh, he didn't die, and it's like, oh, he did, oh, he didn't, and it's like, what? But yeah, like I'm not gonna lie. For me, it was, I could say like I love DMX. Like DMX, like
since we were 8, because that's when he came out in 1998. Yeah, since we were 8 years old.
Yeah, 8. And this is for me. Like I can only speak on like what I remember. Is like I remember when I just got cable and I finally found out about BET. Like I knew about like Much Music or whatever, but around the time they were playing like Rascals and Nas, Hate Me Now, whatever. And then I remember seeing the Rough Riders anthem.
That's
for the first time. Stop, drop, shut down, open up shop. And I think seeing that video, it's either I want to drive a motorcycle.
Yep, that was one. Yeah.
ATV.
Yeah.
Or the bike with the 3 wheels.
Yeah.
And
just mobbing the video. Like everyone's going like this. Like that was a hype video.
That was a hype video.
Like
you didn't even know the song. And what?
The edits were worse.
The
radio edits were.
Listen to me. DMX had albums, bro, and he had he had tracks that were like certain tracks from DMX will get you in a mood that you're gonna punch a man in the face, eh? Like off rip. like off rip.
Oh, he has those.
Woo!
He has those songs like, what's my name?
And you're like, oh.
Listen to me.
Were y'all gonna
Listen
make me
to
lose my
me.
mind?
Yo, listen to me.
Up in here.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I think DMX is one of those guys that made music as much as hip hop. Not one race hated DMX. The white boys,
they love DMX. They love DMX.
White boys love they love a DMX. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here. Them boys. Here.
I think he just related like lyrically to people's like that voice, that people aggression.
That's what I'm saying.
He tapped into that very well. And not even in a sense of like to be like angry at people, but like just that emotion, just recognizing that emotion alone. He was very good at it.
Yeah.
I think him being a dog owner made him go, whoa, this guy's a popular hip hop artist and he's a dog owner. That made him like, I feel that really helped with his popularity too. Like one of the many things.
That he didn't like, yo, there's like, man, I remember like the song What These Bitches Want from a yo, that second verse is the most iconic like rap verse ever.
Is that the one where he's rifling off the names?
The rifling off the
names,
all the
girls and all the girls. You know, there's people that didn't hear that verse and they were like, holy, this guy did that?
Right? Brother. There was Brenda, Letitia.
About 3 Kims, Cookie, who I met her at the ice cream parlor. Yo.
About 3 Kims, Toya, and Teeny. Or a Tina. No, she's a Tina. She's a Teeny.
Kathy, Rashida, Kelly, Nicole, Angel, Anita. All treated fairly, but yeah, then still. And then man had Cisco, and Cisco was at his prime then too.
He was his peak, yeah. Cisco's big, yeah. Like Thong Song, coming off of Drew Hill, the group. Cisco's big at the time. So when those two are collaborating, it's just like, yo, what?
And then like there's songs like "We in Here." He had and Swiss Beats, like it was just a perfect collab. When it came to music, when it came to like beat selections, when it came to tracks, he had slow songs, he had fast songs. Like I remember, you remember when, what was it back in the day? Let's talk like I'm bringing like history. Remember when Touch It came out? Busta Rhymes' Touch It came out.
I remember that, yeah. That was
And then they had the remix, and then DMX is in the remix. Swiss, the Monster, X, the Beast.
And he had the all black color.
All black, like and that's the thing. Like, man, DMX was the guy.
Earl,
DMX was the guy. He was in like music videos. He was in like Rockstar music videos.
Oh, okay.
He just pull up in Rockstar music videos in the ATV. I think, what was it, Sum 41?
Oh shoot! Wow. Okay. Was he in Sum 41?
Yeah, he's in Sum 41. I think it is one of them white groups, white boy rock groups. He just showed up in the ATV. He was good with all races, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
he was good with all races, and it's like, man, and then like it's one thing because you hear his situation, you hear the things that he's been through, you hear all those stuff, and then he had like a bunch of songs like Lord Give Me a Sign. Like he had songs, you know what I mean? And it's like, I think he was very transparent with the things he dealt with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's crazy because it's like
prayer in the Bible it's like it's intertwined with his music, very intertwined. Like
Yep.
Talking about his demons.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. A lot of people don't talk about the demons. I remember, I think one of the interviews, it was funny because they said something about like Pop Smoke is 50 Cent and DMX if they had a baby.
If they're combined, yeah.
And that's pretty interesting. I was like, it's interesting, but like DMX in himself was like he was phenomenal, I'd say. Like he was that guy. Like I'm glad that we did the verses with him. We got to see him like that one time, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And the drink champs too. That is, it's
and
weird.
Drink
like
champs. Yeah.
The timing, like
he has an album on the way.
That's the timing's just
but yo, like y'all need to remember. You remember when like Rough Riders was the crew back then too? When it was like remember, Rough Riders was Eve, Dragon, the Locks.
The Locks, yeah.
Like he had people just it was crazy. And I swear there's Rough Riders Toronto too. There's like Toronto people that are in the Rough Riders and stuff. But you know, he'll be missed. Like his positive vibes and everything. TV show Belly. What? Exit Wounds.
Cradle to the Grave, yeah.
Cradle to the Grave. Man, child. Anyway, but yeah. RIP to DMX.
Rest in power.
Yeah, man. I'm glad that his flowers is given before he passed, you know what I mean? People know, you know what I mean? So there's that.
Yeah, there's rumors that Jay-Z and Beyonce are gonna go and buy his royalties and they're gonna give it to the children.
Oh.
He had 15 children.
Yeah, 15 children, yeah.
Yeah, so you know, condolence him and the family. Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah. The next topic we have is let's just do a little intro, I guess. Like I was watching a video. I don't know if you guys know who Kevin Samuels is, but he's this big guy on YouTube, and he's known for like breaking people down or I don't know what's the best word.
Like relationship.
They try to give relationship counseling.
Relationship advice.
Counseling. Yeah, relationship
we don't know his life, so we can't say he's like Derek Jax, but and Derek Jackson, I would talk about him, but there's a way in the past he has his own thing. Don't bring Jesus in your cheating. That's all I'll say on him. You know what I mean? Jesus didn't tell you to go cheat, okay? I know Jesus will save you from your sins, but not the consequence. Okay, so I'll just say that for Derek Jackson,
and he's low-key hiding right now too. Like he's like hiding, like he's like not even active on social media.
You got
at all.
Talking on third person and thing. Anyway, but I'm gonna say Kevin Samuel's been saying stuff to people like, he's about to flame you when he's there talking. He's like, okay, how old are you? And the funny thing is, you're just asking, like, you'll be asking them questions about like, why can't I find a husband? Like, how old are you?
What's your dress size? That was a cold one. What's your height?
What kids you got? If you were to rate yourself from 1 to 10,
that's the classic one he does.
What would it be? And don't say 7. I'm like, Jesus. He's cold. But I remember there's a lot of questions I've been seeing, like when he does the questions and he asks, I'd say women, because a lot of women call in and whatever, he would ask, like some women will say, I would want a 100-figure man or whatever. And then he'll say, what do you bring to the table? And a lot of girls will freeze. So I guess the topic I would say is like, what do you guys bring to the table? Is that important? Like, is he wrong for saying that?
Or
is
asking?
He wrong? Yeah, this is the thing. Is he wrong for asking? Is it wrong to say, hey, who are you to say that you want a 100-figure man or woman, but you can't bring this to the table?
I mean, I don't think it's an issue for somebody to say these things. It's kind of like saying, I want my partner to be educated. Whatever level of education, that's probably their preference. I want my person to be athletic, whatever body frame that they are. That's the preference that they would like to date. Maybe it's because they are aware of that type of person. Maybe they grew up knowing that type of lifestyle. Maybe they want to have that lifestyle themselves. But I think it's no different for them to say, I want to have a partner who has a minimum of $100,000 in their bank account.
Mm-hmm.
Or
a
yearly salary. Yeah.
Yes. To me, it's no different. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
But is it wrong for someone to say, well, what do you bring to the table?
I don't like that question.
Wait,
I feel like when you have to ask that question.
Why?
You come in half empty anyways. That's when you're asking that question.
What?
So someone that asked the question is already coming half empty.
Mm-hmm.
So but here's the thing. I have a question. I have some questions because I've seen this. I've seen when a guy would say, or like guy or girl, something like certain preferences. Like if a guy says I want this, or a girl says I want that or whatever. Some people bash the presents, like like their expectations. Like why are you choosing that? Da, 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 da. Oh, look, another man says he wants a woman that could cook and clean.
Mm-hmm.
Like you always hear these type of things.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to money, it's kind of like
It gets emotional.
it's like an emotion, but at the same time, it's like do you want the person or do you want what they can give? You know what I mean? And another thing is, what do you bring to the table? Like, because it's one thing, it's easy for someone to say, here's my thing. It's easy for someone to say what they want, but it's harder to say what you bring. You know what I mean? It's harder to say what you bring to the table.
So
I'm not saying that it should be on the same level, but a lot of people could say, I want this. But what do you bring to the table?
Mm-hmm.
And they can't answer that question. I bring me. What does that mean?
You bring you.
But
you are one of how many people in this world? You will not be copied by anybody else. So you bring you.
But is that
how is that not enough?
I'm not saying that it's not.
You're not
is
enough?
It worth it? I'm not saying that it's not enough. I'm not saying I would never say that. Like,
I mean, I'm charming as hell, but like I can't just come in with like no financial backing, no ambition. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard situations where
I can't just bring the rod into the relationship. I mean,
because let's say
everybody has potential.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And that's the thing. A lot of people date off potential, good or bad. Hey, that's hard to tell. That's not for me to say it. But when I hear some people say, "Okay, I want 100-figure man," and they meet the 100-figure man, what if the 100-figure man says, or woman says, "I want somebody that has less debt or like a clean credit."
So I want you to be debtless. You got to be good at your sexual skills. You got to cook something.
And that's fair.
Let's see.
It's the same thing. That person said, "I want someone who has 100,000." This person says, "I want someone who has 30,000 in debt." It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Like for me, I don't business about people's expectations. I don't business about like how they feel or whatever. It's like that's what your preference is. That's your preference. But if you're just saying I'm just gonna bring me, and it's like what is you? Like I get it, you're special. I get it with it, but like, how does it make the relationship work? Like how like yeah, that's cool. You this is you want to be with me, but I can't have a conversation with you, or you're just like a trophy. You're just prop up because I have money, or you know what I mean? It's kind of
this whole concept of trophy. Guys,
it's a thing though.
I've heard of this. I've heard of trophy.
Trophy wife, yeah.
First off, we need to respect trophy wives. First off, okay. I'm so tired of people shaming.
Okay, explain this. Explain this.
You take care of yourself. The average, you know what? You make yourself look good 24/7 and you see how well you do.
So I get a lineup, I put some lotion on my skin.
And afford it. Do all of that and afford it. Routinely. And keep at that level. You will be tired.
Does that put food on the table?
Let's not do that.
Does that put food on the table?
Okay, it may not put food on the table.
But that's the thing. I guess it's what's important.
Let's not
to
shame people who have the capability of doing that, because that is a skill.
I'm not saying they have. I don't business about the skill. For me, it's okay. It's trophy. Okay, you know what? Wait, hold on. I'm gonna make sure I say it before I get canceled.
Because marketing is based off of trophy. For me, and I'm gonna say this.
At the end of the day, yes, there'll be marketing, there'll be things that look good, whatever. But what is legit tangible is, I feel like, is important. Like,
it clearly
anybody can look a certain way, and yeah, you can look good 24/7. But if you can't have a conversation, like, you know what I mean, it throws off everything. Like, for example, let's say
conversation for what? What do you need to be talking about? Your feelings? Therapy.
Whoa.
If that's what the person wants, but hold on. If that's what the person wants in their relationship, though.
Whoa.
Let's say 100 figure. Okay, for example, Yo. Let's say 100 figure man says, you know, this girl says I want a 100 figure man, but a 100 figure man says, but I want someone to cook, and the girl can't cook.
Okay.
Is that a problem?
If he is going to throw away a whole relationship because the person cannot cook, and he can afford the life where he can get a personal chef, have meal preps done for him, if he's gonna really throw a whole relationship.
Oh wow. The emphasis on that.
Because of that, that tells me a lot.
So, but it's okay for a woman to throw a whole relationship because a guy's money.
Oh.
Does money pays your rent and keeps the roof over your head? Money makes sure you have food in your belly. Money puts the clothes on your back.
But who is to say that the guy could obviously pay for his food or whatever, but he wants cooked food by the woman he wants to be in a relationship with? Specifically. It's not about what he can get, it's what he wants.
Okay. But that's what he wants.
So he can say, he has all the right to say,
for his own belly.
No, he has all the right to say he doesn't want to be in a relationship with the girl that doesn't want to cook, because he wants a girl that cooks in the house. That's his expectations. If a girl can say, hey, I want a man with 100 figure money in his bank, a man can say, I want a girl that can cook in the house.
But really, we're weighing that right now. That's the weight.
But here's the problem. Here's the thing.
I want food made by my partner.
Hold on. Here's the funny thing.
Somebody who is trying to make sure they have a whole lifestyle change.
Hold on. So you're taking what I'm saying. The girl, let's say a girl, guy, or whatever. The woman says she wants a 100 finger man, right? But she doesn't want to accommodate to the fact the 100 figure man wants to cook, wants a woman to cook. So why is it so easy? Why is it so easy for? Here's the thing. Why is it so easy for some people to say what they want, but when they hear what comes with it, it's kind of like, no, it shouldn't be. Well, you have the money to buy it. No, that's what the person wants. Why is it always like that?
Why is it always like what?
Because you got to think. And this is the thing.
What is it like in order for it to be a continuous thing? That's the first thing.
Because people need to understand. Because people need to understand. I think one thing I could say that some people don't understand is when it comes to money and when it comes to different people, everybody has a different lifestyle, right? So let's say a person that makes 6 figures is not the same lifestyle. It could be, but sometimes it's not the same lifestyle as a person that makes 5 figures. You know what I mean? So if that person is making 6 figures is telling someone that makes 4 figures that, hey, in order for this to work,
4 figures? Okay.
Just 4 or 5 figures or 4 or 5. Sorry.
Because of 4, I was like,
$9,000 a year, yes.
Yeah, whatever, right? You know what I mean? That, hey, in order for this to work, I want a woman or a man that can cook. I feel like there has to be some type of accommodation in a relationship. It's about working together, yes, but it's also about accommodating for each other as well. You know what I mean? One person can't be like, yes, I want the money, and the person's like, yeah, that's not a problem, but I want to cook, and be like, ah.
I think for me, it's more so the fact that it's an implied duty that the other person is expected to do.
Okay.
That's the reason why I think there's the issue. The thing. Because if I am working and I make $9,000 and I think that I want to be with somebody who makes...
Z, please say 90,000. 9,000 I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say 9,000. No. I'm gonna say 9,000. I make 9,000 a year. I don't pay taxes, okay?
Okay.
And I want to be with somebody who makes 50,000 or more.
Okay.
Right? Why is that wrong? For me,
there's nothing wrong. It's
clearly something wrong because I'm trying to elevate my lifestyle so I could be better.
Right, fair. But if the guy says, okay, yeah, we're in a relationship, this is for both of us. Let's say the 50,000 guy says, yeah, we can do this. Yeah, I make 50,000, you make 9, but I want you to cook. I want a woman that could cook. You're telling me the relationship can't work?
That's
Well, it depends. Okay, I think with the specific thing with Kevin is like the women and men. He gets at men too, but it's just for some reason those clips don't circulate. Anyways, that's a conspiracy thing.
Well, there's one that circulated when he was calling out the man saying that he didn't have
that. I know that one in particular was very.
Yeah.
Actually, let's talk about that clip. Just as unpositive as possible. So basically, he was talking about the dude, and he's just like, well, the reason you can't keep women is because you don't have money, you can't do this, and you don't have a big dick. What's your dick size?
Yeah, see, and that again.
And it's just like, and it's like, Kevin, why are you asking the guy? And even the guy's like, why are you asking me this? He's like, I bet it's not big, is it?
But that's that's a very big inferiority complex.
Kevin's a fool, man.
That is being projected. You're making people insecure because you don't have a big dick. Well, you can have all the money in the world, but you don't got a big
I'm gonna
dick.
find that clip. Hold on, I gotta find that clip.
Don't find the clip. Don't find the clip. But for me, it's one of those things that it's so for me, what's interesting for me is I feel like some people can say what they want, but when they say what comes with it, they step back.
That's so it's not coming with it. That is not.
Some people, here's the thing.
That is not.
Hold on. There's certain people that have lived different type of lifestyles. It's different type of tax brackets. So it's different type of lifestyle. So if you come into someone else's lifestyle and they're saying, okay, yeah, you can enjoy my lifestyle, but I want and they say, okay, it's all about preference, right? You prefer that you want
wording. I think it's all wording.
Okay.
If the person turned around and said, you want this person in your life, and you're like, okay, I prefer somebody who can cook. All right. I think if the person turned around and said, yo, I noticed that you can't, we're always eating out or something. What happens if I get sick? And say, for example, the money runs out. Or say there's a week where we can't even have access to the money. How are you going to navigate in this situation?
Hold on. That is different. That is different.
That is not different.
We're talking about what I'm talking about is
it's saying what I'm talking about. A woman who can cook, but you're giving the situation as to why it's necessary for them to have the skill set.
So I don't want to pay out every day. There could be a thing where the money we can't access the money.
Right?
But
so basically saying
I want this. It's you should gain this skill because it's going to be beneficial for you.
So James
wait,
hold on. So James' example is direct. It's like, hey, can you do this for me? But Z's is more
just for me.
Yeah. But Z's is more roundabout, hey, this is a situation that may come up. You may not have access to money. We would be spending too much going out. Is it to fix this counterbalance? Are you willing to gain a skill?
Yeah.
That could help with
that. And then
on
top of it, for this lifestyle, that's part of the skills of this lifestyle.
So basically saying, so just to make this clear, I'm trying to make sure it's clear. So it's okay for, it's okay. Let's say, okay, so you're in a, let's say let's say I'm the 100-figure man. Okay. I'm almost there anyway. I'm joking. But
don't say that. People
man,
will,
right?
people
I'm joking. I'm talking shit. I'm talking nonsense. I'm waiting for my serve check. Anyway.
Listen, people have 100,000 are also collecting serve checks. But anyway.
Right.
That's a whole wow.
Fair enough. Hey, don't count my pockets. Anyway, I'm the 100-figure man. You come to me saying you want 100 figures and whatever, and I say I want a woman that can cook.
So your way is direct, like you just said straight up. But the Z's way
even if it's around the way or whatever. Okay. She would like to have the lifestyle of $100,000, whatever you could do with it. Well, I guess, but I would like the lifestyle of having a woman that cooks for me. Is there a problem?
So do you cook?
No. Do you have $100,000?
Oh, so you're going like
wait. So you don't cook, but you expect me to cook.
But you don't have $100,000.
Don't matter.
Oh wow!
How? How? So he worked his hard-earned money.
Money comes and goes, but feeding a belly doesn't.
But just money comes and goes, just as food comes and goes.
Learning how to cook, that's time and energy.
Learning how to make money is time and energy too.
Yeah, but you can lose the money just as fast.
You can lose
keep
food
the skills
as well.
of cooking, though.
You can keep the skills of making money as well.
I mean, I don't know where this argument's going. I mean,
but you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying here? I hope I'm making sense, because it's kind of like, it's easy for someone to say what they want, but when there has to be some type of reciprocation, it's kind of like,
but how is that?
But you have 1,000.
If you have the $100,000, that doesn't mean you're gonna ever share the $100,000 to me. First off, that's one.
Why?
But you expect to gain.
Why would you want the guy with the $100,000? Hold on. Why would you want the person with the $100,000 if you get it with someone that can get $50,000? What's the difference? What's the difference? Okay, can you get the lifestyle? But you see what I'm saying here? You want a different lifestyle.
Okay.
The guy with $100,000 is gonna the guy with $100,000 is gonna have a different lifestyle as well, because it's a relationship. It's living with someone new and whatever, right? So they're gonna deal with someone that doesn't have as much money as them, or there's different lifestyle changes, right? It's a lifestyle change on both sides.
I mean, it's a lifestyle change if whether or not you eat out versus if you make home cooking.
Right.
You can have 100,000 and eat out, and you can have 100,000 and make food at home.
Okay, but
that's a lifestyle change.
Wait, see, I think I don't know if you're lagging a bit or like.
No, it's not. Oh, she's disconnected.
Because she was like slow motioning a bit. I was like, oh, what the hell's happening? Hold on, let me see if I can send the. I was about to say, I think the context is like different, like the argument, like.
I think there's a thing. This whole thing, like for me, is like some parties. It's so easy for them to say what they want, but when it comes back, well, it comes with this. It's kind of like it shouldn't come with something.
So you're saying.
So in order to get somewhere, you might have to take some steps.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I feel like I may be wrong, but like anybody could say, like some people could say, hey, you know, in a relationship, like for example, how am I gonna put this? When it comes to relationships, I feel like both sides need to know what they bring to the table.
In fairness, yeah, everyone should know like
fairness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So let's say I don't know how to cook, but I do this, and this. And that person says, oh, I know how to cook, but I could do this.
Mm-hmm.
And it works together. When you start weighing certain things and being like, oh, no, I'll wait till, well, where's she at? I think her phone died, right? Because it's one of those things.
Wait,
because if I start weighing things to be like, you know, Well, you have $100. You can cook from. You can order food. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I want.
Tastes so dry like that. Like
I know that.
That's
I
not
know
what I
that,
wanted.
but that's not what I wanted.
Right. I don't know.
I may be wrong here. I may be wrong. Hey, I'm just saying off the rip. I may be wrong, but that's how I see it. That makes sense. It's two people. It's two people when they're in a relationship coming together with what they have. People are different. You know what I mean? It's two different people. Different lifestyles, different adaptations. If we thought like that, Beauty and the Beast wouldn't work.
Oh,
certain places, certain things wouldn't work. Certain fairy tale relationships won't work if people thought the way they thought today.
So one is Cinderella. I
don't know any of these.
Hold on. No, cause you just said it. You said Disney movies and what's it called, the dynamic relationships.
Mm-hmm.
So Beauty and the Beast. What?
Okay,
the Beast?
Hold on. There's these here. So let me clarify what I'm saying.
Okay.
So basically, I was saying just a while ago, when it comes to certain things, every lifestyle, when it comes to certain things, you're gonna have to do things to get sometimes what you need, right? So in order to do this, maybe you have to work, maybe you have to do this. So when it comes to a relationship, it should be the same thing in certain aspects. You're bringing something to the table, that party's bringing something to the table, you guys put it together and you go forward. If someone says, hey, you know what, I want my woman or man to cook, another person says, we can't just be like, well, you have $100,000, you can order food. That doesn't matter. That's not what they want. They were doing that before the person.
I think it's very transactional. I think that's just really what the whole issue is. Mm-hmm. If you're gonna go and look for somebody who has 100,000, you're not explicitly saying to people, "Hey, do you have 100,000? So, do you have 100,000?" You know, like it's not a thing. Maybe when you're going on your date,
there are people like that, but you know,
yeah, there are. But I'm just saying, like, you're not going around. The average person is not going around saying, "Do you have 100,000?" Maybe some people may ask, "Hey, do you cook? Like, do you know how to cook? This and that." That's a question that's commonly asked, right? Mm-hmm. I for sure say that, you know, if I have a partner, they are going to learn how to cook.
Okay.
I'm not expecting them to cook, but they're going to learn.
All right. What if that 100-figure lifestyle is not able for him to get you to cook? Teach him to cook. What if the lifestyle is like that type of money? He doesn't have time to teach you how to cook. Because you know what everybody talks about? Yeah, you know, 100-figure lifestyle. I want a 100-figure lifestyle, but don't know what it takes to have the 100-figure lifestyle. What if the guy's barely home? What if the guy's super busy? You know what I mean? Okay. Certain things come with something. What if the man's a scammer?
Then go find somebody who already can cook.
Because you're scammer man.
that answers the question, no?
So here's the thing. So it's okay. So it's okay for someone to say, I want 100. So basically, it's okay for anybody to say what they want. Then is it okay for people to say, I want? Is it okay for a man to say or a woman to say, I want someone that can cook? Or is it not? Okay, here's my question. Is it not okay for a 100-figure man to tell someone, I want my woman to cook? Is it wrong for him to say that?
I don't think it really matters.
I don't think
he says it, like, and he doesn't know how to cook.
So he has the money, but he doesn't know how to cook, and he doesn't feel like he needs to cook.
Because
he wants a woman that doesn't that does the cooking because he brings the money to the table. Is he wrong for saying that?
So all he does is bring money.
Which is once again food, shelter, water.
I'm not saying that's all he does, but I'm saying one mandatory thing for him is he wants his woman to cook for him. Just like, for some women, their mandatory thing is they want a man with 100 figures. Right?
Find somebody who can cook.
But that's what I'm saying.
I just feel like that makes it so much easier.
Fair.
Well, don't kind of ask it out of somebody who already doesn't have that acquired in their lifestyle.
Okay, so it's
Go get it in somebody who already has it, or be willing to teach.
All right, so put it like this: if let's say I'm the 100-figure man now, and you're pursuing me, I have 100 figures, and I say,
I'm sorry, I don't chase. But yes, continue.
No, okay, or he's pursuing you. Fair enough. He's pursuing you, right? Or yes. I'm pursuing you, and I say, "Do you know how to cook?" And you say, what would you say? You would say no.
No, I don't.
I don't know how to cook, and then he says he doesn't want it to work. Is that okay?
Okay, then that's fair.
All right, that's all it comes down to. That's all it comes down to for me, because sometimes it's like, I feel like sometimes it's like certain relationships could be like one-sided sometimes, because it's like one person's like, I want this, and he's like, well, I want this. He's like, whoa, you want that all the time? Yes. Because some people they get everything they want on their side of the relationship, but they don't help the other side. You know what I mean?
The
relationship is very one-sided.
They're more takers and giver, or balance.
But when it should be like a connection, like it should be, even if it's very one-sided, it's an understandably one side. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like a trophy wife.
I mean, the person's gonna clearly feel like it's gonna be one-sided anyways, because as we're throwing it out, the 100,000 clearly means a lot. So it's gonna be a mismatch anyways.
In regards of finance, yes, it'll be a mismatch, but not in regards of lifestyle. Sometimes, because if you put it like this, the guy says, you know what? I have this 100-figure money. It's not that big, but I would love to have a woman that would cook for me because I don't like cooking and I don't want to learn how to cook because I already work hard to get this money. So I want a woman to be at my house every day cooking. He has the right to say that.
How did you survive all these years?
Ordering his food, but he doesn't want to survive like that anymore because he has a woman like that. He wants a woman and he has a woman like that. Is it wrong for him to say that?
He's pushing that responsibility onto somebody else.
Okay, now flip the script.
No, but then I guess the payoff is, well, you enter my lifestyle. I guess that's the
you entered my lifestyle. The trade-off is you entered my lifestyle. You're here. You never had $100,000.
But you're not having access to the 100. This is what I'm like. I don't think a lot of people.
Technically, you are. You're having access to the lifestyle. You wouldn't have had the lifestyle.
Access to a lifestyle if that person chooses to show you that lifestyle. First off. So it's the same as if you were to date someone who's an athlete. You're not going in the gym and training with them. You're not going to be going to their competitions. You're not going to be doing all that stuff. You may not even be going to their games. So
now here's my question. Would you date a 100-figure man that won't show you the 100-figure lifestyle?
Yes.
So when you say, oh.
Okay, fair enough. So you could date somebody that's rich, like 100-figure lifestyle, and still take you out of McDonald's, even though he can get you there, and everything's okay.
Yes, because I've done that before.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
But to be fair, many women won't
do that.
They won't move like Z, no.
They won't move.
But that's another thing. That to me is an understanding of value, though.
Woman or man, I'll say.
Both.
No, I'm just saying in general, like one man, they won't live that lifestyle. They wouldn't want to live that lifestyle.
That's not true.
I'm saying some. I get the value and stuff, but not everybody's like that. Not everybody's like this.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. It's the fact that people are trying to market or showcase that $100,000 is so is so accessible. Once you have 100,000, and I had to break this down to somebody, I'm like, really think about it. Look at it after you do taxes. Somebody who makes $100,000, your tax bracket alone is like 35%. So of your 100,000, 35,000 is already taken off of you before you even seen it. So this $100,000 man who generates and makes this income does not come home with 100,000. Let's start there, right off the bat.
Okay, fair enough. Let's say $100,000 lifestyle. So he makes more after taxes is 100,000.
So after taxes,
taxes is $100,000 lifestyle.
Okay, so he makes about basically 200,000.
200,000. So because I want to make sure, I'm wondering if the money like is a thing. You know what I mean? So let's say, okay.
See, this is all coming down to value.
200,000. Right? It all comes down to value, but you'd be still down with a man that could take you out to filet mignon easy because that's what he does, taking you out to McDonald's. You okay with that?
Or pizza on the corner.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. All right. That's great to hear. You know why? Because
more women should follow.
I'm not gonna say that because I'm not gonna say that because.
But again, that's what I'm saying. I like a low key lifestyle though, and that's the reason why my answers are these. And that's the thing people have to recognize. I'm not flossy Miss Thing, eh? And I'm not. Then this is why I'm turning around to say, being a trophy wife or being a woman who deals with herself at a trophy level is a hard lifestyle to live altogether. So I'm not going to shame any of these women at all because it's expensive to be that person. And it's very hard. It's a skill to look good every single day.
In every event you could think of, charity, golf course, at the office job, at the office party.
And they look good. They're keeping up with trends, keeping up with guys. To even be a trophy person, that's the other part. Trophies have money. Okay, all right.
But here's the thing. I understand if the man wanted a trophy wife.
Because some guys
I understand if some men want trophy wife because that's what some men want. But if someone says I want to live, my man has to have $100,000 lifestyle, whatever. And they meet the man, and the man says, "Well, I want my woman to cook." And the woman says, "What would the woman react?" Some women will be like, "Well, no." You know what I mean? And then it's a problem for the man to say, "I want a woman that could cook." Sometimes it's a problem for the woman to say, like, I feel like
it's a mismatch. Like I even had this conversation with somebody the other day.
I don't think it's a mismatch if that's someone's preference.
It's a mismatch. It was the same as somebody I know. They love me. And I said to them, I'm sorry, but I would literally, it was the same thing, but I said, you have to go to school. And if you're not going to go to school, whether it's university or college, you need to be in the trades. Some form of post-secondary education.
That's your preference.
But this person loves me. They're like, but we work, we talk, we this, we that. You know, you get so much from me and blah, blah, blah. Okay, but I'm not going to date you. I'm sorry.
But you can say that. Can a guy say that to a woman saying, "Oh, you know, you don't want to cook for me. I don't want to date you."
Or not even a cook example, but like, okay, the same example she said. I want you to be educated. I want you to have post-secondary, university, a trade, something, because education is important to me, right?
Yes.
But she says, I bring the sex, I bring the cooking, I bring money, but it's like, no, I like a woman that's very educated, orientated, and hey, if this is not going to work, it's not going to work, right?
Yeah, because if I bring you into certain circles, the last thing I want is for you to feel embarrassed, to feel like insecure, to have to deal with certain emotional things, because I understand. And I've dated somebody who was in a position where that has happened.
Okay,
don't want to do that.
You believe that, you know, in order for some relationships to work, this person or individuals have to build themselves to that way, like they into that level of understanding.
Yeah.
So some people, so basically in order to be like, and some people, you could say that in order to be in a certain relationship, you got to be built to understand someone's lifestyle.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta study a little bit.
Okay, so do you guys study what it takes to make 100,000? If you guys, okay, the gist I'm trying to get to, if I'm trying to make any sense here, is a lot of people want something that they don't even know how to obtain themselves, or they don't know what it takes
to keep it,
or even have it.
Or
because
to even have it.
A lot of people be like, "Oh, you make $250,000." I'm like, "Do you know what I have to do to get $250,000?" No, you know what I mean? And they don't understand that. Okay, well, this $250,000 guy, maybe, and yeah, you want to build a relationship with the guy, but maybe that guy wants a hug every day because he doesn't get hugs in the business sector. And so people are like, I can't give that, but I do want the $250,000.
So basically, okay, I see where you're getting at. I was waiting for you to get to it, but basically, hey, just give me the lifestyle, and if you go with if the person that's providing the lifestyle, a woman or man, says, "I need this from you," they go, "Nah, just give me the lifestyle." You're basically, yeah. Then obviously the solution is you don't date them. That's
right.
That's the solution.
That's just right.
But here's a lot of thing too. A lot of people, if they don't ask those questions in time,
they get
trapped. They get trapped.
But then
some people
but that's the other part where it's like, this is very transactional, like very transactional. Because it's like, oh, you may bring all these other factors, but I want this one thing, and this one thing is the make or break. So if you don't do this one thing,
okay? But is it wrong for people to have a make or break in what they believe? It's not wrong.
For a hug.
That's what. But if that's what they want, that's what they want. You can't tell them what they can't have.
No, as I get older,
I didn't know people were prostitutes now.
But that's what I'm saying. But who is them to say that though? Who is that? Like, they probably just have to find someone that loves to give hugs.
Exactly.
You know,
that is my point.
as I get older, I'm just like, yeah, just if it doesn't work, then just find somebody. Yeah, you just find it. Yeah.
Okay, so another thing is, I guess the moral of the story is, another moral story I would say, because we've got to wrap this up, is if you don't want to do what it takes to get a certain type of man you want, whatever it takes for the man or for yourself, stop talking about the man you want, because it comes with things.
Oh.
I disagree. I solely disagree.
I'm being mixy.
That's like, I want an athlete, so I need to go and work out and no,
I didn't say to go work out like an athlete. Know what an athlete needs.
No.
So how do you expect the relationship to work if you don't know how to work?
Because there are other things more than that make the relationship work.
I am telling you. If you don't know, if you don't know the person, you're gonna obviously get to know the person. But if you don't want to accommodate for that person, we're going in circles.
It's not a matter of accommodating. Why are you accommodating? That's the first thing. Why are you accommodating?
If this is what the man wants,
you're not naturally gravitating to this person, and you're not finding an easy ebb and flow with this individual,
you gotta get out. There's no time for that anymore.
Like, the thing I avoid, the things I see and notice when I see in relationships is, and the sad reality is, a lot of relationships, people will do what the person likes to get the relationship, and when they get it locked in, they stop. It's not.
You know what those people are?
What?
Fraudulent. Okay.
Trojan horse.
The problem is we're trying to prevent the fraudulency.
Trojan horses. Yeah.
That's what we're trying to
be better at
prevent.
picking your people. Then.
And no, of course, that's all it comes down to. That's all it comes down to.
That's the moral. You have to pick.
Be very careful.
Be very careful who you pick.
You know, there are nonverbal cues that will let you know whether or not the person is true or not.
Some people, they'll tell you dead in their face that, hey, I'm only here because of this. Keep that in mind.
Exactly. People talk, they talk exactly their thing.
Yeah. Once they get comfortable, they start talking.
And they're like confused. It's the same as when somebody says, yeah, I don't want children. Oh, just not. And you still want to be with them, and you still trying to get a child out of this person. This person started the conversation saying they don't want children.
Mm-hmm. They don't want adoption. They don't want to coming out the womb. Nothing. Like, they don't want a dog. Nothing.
See, you know what? We're not.
It's that phrase we were told growing up. It was
that person now supposed to accommodate? No, man.
No. Like
well, it all depends. It depends on the relationship. It depends. If you're not getting, basically saying if you're not getting what you want, don't get in a relationship. I'll say that.
Exactly.
Boom.
That's it.
That's it. Believe a person when they say they're crazy. Well, believe a person when they say I don't want children. I'm only here for money.
Right? It's only a joyride.
Mm-hmm.
They are phrases. People need to recognize when these phrases are said and catch on.
I wish I had a red paper because that's red flags.
Listen to me. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this off the riff. We are not relationship professionals.
Just a disclaimer.
This is just a disclaimer. I think we should have said this before.
This is just people who are giving their relationship experience.
Relationship experiences and thoughts that have needs and desires and stuff like that. But anyway,
even if
I don't know. I'm gonna say off the rip, I don't know anything about relationships. It's not I don't know anything about relationships. I am not the relationship guru.
Like Kevin Samuels, yeah.
Like allegedly. Kevin Samuels.
I say allegedly.
Kevin needs to go through all types of relationships. I need to know his track list of relationships.
I know he married. No, he has. I think he has 2 kids, married twice. Yeah, I think that's
only twice.
Z, you're not. First of all, if you get married the first time,
it is what it is. Whatever it is, it is what it is.
You're gonna pay it the first time. Do you get married again?
Out of all of them? No.
They gotta pay a second time.
Well, it is what it is.
Hey man, look on the exit.
Monogamy, poly.
Sure, whatever they want to do. But
the exit is even if you have to leave the person in a Tim Hortons line, leave the relationship if it's not working. Leave. Sometimes it's just like, nah, this doesn't work.
Facts.
Pray to God about your relationship. He'll let some things happen. Anyway.
What'd you say?
Pray to God about certain relationships.
You can't say that. Derek Jackson's doing it, and you were not allowing it.
Hold on.
You kind of specifically said that.
I said pray to God about your relationships. I did not say cheat and then go to God.
But no, the man prayed.
He prayed, but he didn't even follow what God said.
Maybe God said that to him.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Wow, he went at that level.
First off, I'm gonna say this.
You're saying God told him to cheat.
God never told no man to cheat. No way.
Listen,
especially
it's the same way that God can tell people to go and sacrifice their only child. Okay.
Oh.
God did not tell the man to cheat, Virgin.
The Lord can turn around and sing.
God did not tell the man to cheat. You guys are using Old Testament when we're talking New Testament. Nice try, guys. Nice try.
Why are we using the copy and not the original? Come on now.
You guys chill out. I'm gonna say that. Chill out, first off.
The sacrifice thing really bothered me though. Like sacrifice your flesh and blood thing. That's a very weird.
The Lord is testing his fate, guys. You guys, ciao. Anyway, we're not gonna make this a Sunday. I know it's Sunday, but we're not gonna do this because you guys are gonna start to piss me off. And then my whole Christ, like, ciao. Anyway, let's wrap this up. Do you guys have anything to plug? Nerdsy, you have anything to plug? Delpesh? I see. Wait, hold on. 1 second. I see Delpesh was posting some chicken, bro.
Oh, you seen that? Oh, you're back on so I guess it's a mini shop.
Back on it, but like I seen it when I went on my thing.
You
posted chicken, bro? You posting food now?
It looks like I'm starting to make a page. Yeah, I'm starting to like do some stuff now. So yeah, just any type of food, like from scrambled eggs to French toast to I'll put cereal one day. Like it's just food in general. Yeah, it's just really cool to like edit it and do stuff like that. Okay. I may even do music videos soon. So
okay, Nerd Z, what's popping with you? Studio still bumping?
Studio is still bumping. You know, still doing great things. Birthday shoots, individual shots, headshots, great stuff. But in addition to it, at the moment, we're kind of like, it's not a hard pause, but it's a slight redirection because currently there was some news about my home country. Also a home country of Del Peach because we share it, where the volcano had erupted. So I have been in the works right now to try and make a lot of my packages have some form of donation aspect. So a lot of the proceeds can go towards some of the fundraisers that have been created as like relief funds. So right now, one of the fundraisers that I'm definitely banding with is Carry On, CARI-ON. And I believe I can't remember what their abbreviation is, but it's something about like assisting relief for Caribbean nations.
In post edit, I'll put the website up, or I'll show up thing on the page. Yeah.
So right now they're trying to raise $100,000 to help those in
need.
In need? Oh, I thought I had a stroke. I was looking at the screen like, oh no, am I gone?
Everything just stopped.
Yo, I was like, oh, it's over, isn't it? Because even Jamie froze too. I was like, oh shit.
No, because I was kind of like, those in need.
So, what's happening is, so it's 100,000. So, fun fact is that StVincent is a very small island of the Gems of Antilles.
Pinched.
It only has just above 100,000 people who live.
Really? It's just 100,000 of us. Okay.
And in the core of Toronto, we have 2 million. So imagine, basically 1/3 of the island was evacuated. So
it's 1/3 already. Wow.
Population, 1/3 of the island evacuated, and because of this eruption. So that's a lot of people. And if that's one nation that is running independently, working, has flights, does airlines, does everything basic like how we have it developed here, that's a big deal. That's a big freaking deal. So yes, doing my very best to send barrels, top up people's Digicel, everything good, just making sure. So
yeah.
Okay. Pray for St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Yes.
All the best to those guys. I'll definitely contribute a thing, send me some credible, fundraisers I can go to.
Yeah, please. Now's not the time for scamming people.
Yeah, there's a time for people to scam people. People are scamming people regardless when it comes to these things. It's just no, but it's just from Black Lives Matter and all these other people. People got scammed already. I'm just saying, I just need a credible.
That should have been a top. Whoa, that's credible a deep topic.
Credible fundraising sources. That's all I'm saying.
Because basically the money went to like you know what? We're ending the pod. That's a whole nother conversation.
I gotta plug my stuff. No.
I'm saying go ahead, but like that whole. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Follow me on Twitch at Lou Pistols. I'm currently playing the Avengers on PS4 right there. Follow the Blizzard Boy podcast, Coldest Pod Out. And if you have any questions, concerns, send it to askthevent@gmail.com. Follow us on Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, and
YouTube. Instagram,
Twitter. All them sitting there. TikTok. I'm joking. We're not on TikTok yet. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening.